Hey there, fellow explorers of the digital frontier. Today, we're diving deep into the desire to break free from the limits of the human experience. Imagine a universe bound only by the laws of physics, yet our consciousness remains trapped in these mortal machines made of, well, meat. We're talking about the breathtaking explosion of innovation and progress that's brought us to a pivotal moment in human evolution. It's the concept of leaving our flesh piles behind and uploading our minds into a digital utopia. That's right, we're diving into the world of mind uploading and digital immortality. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't this just science fiction? Well, my friends, it's not that simple. Is it really possible to upload your mind into a computer? Well, strap in, because it's a wild ride. Mind upload? What exactly is mind? It's like the collective abilities of your consciousness and intelligence, the thing that lets you imagine, recognize, and dream. Mind uploading, my friends, is the hypothetical concept of taking this inner world and transferring it into a computer, essentially creating a simulation of your consciousness. Your mind is in your brain first. We've got assumption number 1. Your mind is in your brain structure, arrangement, and biochemistry. This idea, called physicalism, keeps us within the realm of natural law. It's the belief that everything about the mind can be found in the brain. Assumption 2. Understanding the brain. At some point, we'll understand the brain well enough and have the technology to simulate all its aspects. That means we can make a digital copy of your mind. Assumption 3. The mind is computable. Computer software can host your mind. This implies that the mind is computable. There's no aspect of the brain, including consciousness, that can't be simulated accurately, even if it takes a boatload of code. But hold on to your neuro helmets, folks, because these assumptions are like a philosophical minefield. Scientists and philosophers have debated them passionately, and there's no clear consensus. The brain. The most complex thing ever. Alright, let's take a quick look at the brain, shall we? It's the most complex biological structure known to humanity, and it deserves its own video, but we'll give you the condensed version. There are around 100 billion neurons in there, communicating through a mind-boggling 1 million billion connections, firing signals up to 1,000 times per second. That's 1 quadrillion events every second of your waking life. And it's not just neurons. There are billions of supporting and immune cells doing different jobs. The brain can be divided into sections with different roles, from basic functions like breathing to the neocortex, where memories, planning, thinking, imagining, hoping, and dreaming happen. But the real kicker is that we don't even know precisely where that part of the brain is located. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack inside a maze. So, to get our minds into a computer, we need a model, a digital replica of this insanely complex brain. But here's the catch. Our scanning technology isn't nearly good enough for this job. However, there's a promising method, slicing the brain into tiny pieces and scanning them with electron microscopes. In 2019, scientists successfully mapped a cubic millimeter of a mouse brain. It took 5 electron microscopes running for 5 months, 100 million images, and 3 months to assemble them into a 3D model. The data filled up 2 million gigabytes of cloud storage. But here's the kicker. To scan a whole human brain, we'd need to repeat this effort a million times over. The future of mind uploading. Now, let's talk about the future. How do we turn this static blueprint of the brain into an active, dynamic entity, like a real brain? That's the real puzzle. Can we endow this static structure with life? Can we make it evolve, think, see, and act? Honestly, we just don't know. We might need laws and rules that animate this wiring diagram, update it with the various laws of chemical binding and electrodynamics to make it a living, breathing brain. But we're still in uncharted territory. The copy. Functional immortality? Now, let's talk about what happens after you've been uploaded. The copy of your mind could offer functional immortality, as long as it's not damaged or deleted. You'd continue to exist as long as a copy is stored somewhere. But, and here's the catch, if the scan is corrupted, your mind might go through endless nightmares, like an eternity of pain, paranoia, or psychotic breakdowns. But here's the big question. Is this digital mind really you? That's a whole new can of worms we'll open another day. Change is inevitable, so how would mind uploading change your outlook on life? Would you feel safer, knowing that death isn't necessarily the end, or would you play it super safe to avoid dying before your mind is uploaded? If scanning tech becomes advanced enough, your biological and digital versions could coexist, helping each other out. But here's the twist. Your perspectives and priorities would change. You might search for extraordinary experiences, walk on the surface of the sun, speed up time, or even experience simulations of the past. As digital minds exist longer, they could gain greater knowledge and the ability to change themselves. Some might use this power for good, others for power and influence, and some may even create empires or cults. The longer they live, the less they might relate to us simple meat beings. In a world where mind uploading is possible, the consequences for humanity and our future are vast, creepy, and amazing. Conclusion. The cloudy future. So, here we are, at the intersection of technology and humanity. Mind uploading, with all its wonders and horrors, is beyond our current capabilities. It's a journey into the unknown, filled with ethical, philosophical, and technological challenges. Maybe it's a little sad to say goodbye to your physical body. But at least you'd still have your consciousness, your mind, and your memories safely stored in the cloud. But, remember, immortality might come at a price. Your digital existence could be subscription-based, and tech giants might have access to your most intimate thoughts. So, as we ponder the possibilities of a digital afterlife, let's not forget to make the most of the limited time we have in the here and now. After all, it's the journey that matters most, whether it's in the real world or the digital realm. Thanks for joining us on this mind-bending journey, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more mind-expanding content.